Hey everybody, it's Evan Rogers again. Just moments later, just moments after the previous video, which I had to record them in a big chunk. I don't know, I'm telling you this. This is Evan Rogers for Evan's Easy Japanese. We are doing the JLPT N4. I would like to encourage you to make donations over Patreon Subscribe just $1 a month. And you get all the work I put into all the stuff that I make. Plus, you encourage me to keep making these videos. I've seen a drop off in donations recently because I changed all the donations from like $3 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month to everybody gets everything for one single buck. So people are dropping their donations. Makes sense. I'd probably do it too. That being said, I need more subscribers to make up for the numbers. And I'm going to stop yakking. Let's get on started. We are reading this exciting story about Shinmeiki and her desire to learn to swim. Oh! Alright, we're on the third paragraph. 次の週から町のプールで泳ぐ練習を始めました。次の週, the next week, から. So notice she doesn't say 来週 because 来週 is from the time when she's saying this next week. This is the week after the past week in the past. So, this is the next week, not next week. Does that make sense? In English, we say the next week, and in English, isn't that tricky? Look at us in English. We're like, the next week is different than next week. Yeesh, gosh, our language sucks. All right, 次の週から from the next week, 町のプールで at the town's pool, 泳ぐ練習 practice. Notice we have a verb going directly into a noun. 練習 is a noun. And, God, I wish I could highlight better. Anyway, oyogu is a noun. Can I not select that? Go away. Quit. Okay, good. Well, see. Okay, so oyogu is a noun. Oyogu is a verb. And it's going into the noun renshu, which is to practice. Or it is actually the word practice, like a swim practice. So, practice that is being described in some way as being oyogu. And puru de oyogu. So, we're basically saying swim practice at the town's pool. Okay, that's basically what's happening here. Puru de oyogu, so swimming at the pool, practice of swimming at the pool. So some sort of a oyogu renshu. So practice swimming at the pool. I don't know why I'm struggling on this, or not struggling, but yammering on like an idiot. Oh, hajimemashita. I started practice. What kind of practice? Practice of swimming at the city school, city pool. The following week. 水泳の上手な友達. Okay, so we have 水泳 is swimming. So notice no is going into jozu, which means good, skilled at. That doesn't work. We don't put no's in front of not adjectives generally, which is it's important to recognize that because jozu is a not adjective, and look, there's a na there. And so this is going into tomodachi, and so is no is going into tomodachi. So it's a suie no tomodachi, and it's a jozu na tomodachi. We could probably also say like suie ni jozu na tomodachi. That would also work, but no works here too, because this noun, the no here is modifying this noun, and there's just a not adjective in the way. So suie no jozu na tomodachi. So he is a friend who is skilled at swimming. And then because swimming is a noun and it's also modifying the friend's skill set, the no particle works as well. So remember, that no particle in between nouns isn't necessarily X owns Y, like this is my water bottle and it's my microphone. It's not necessarily somebody's thing. It just signifies the first noun is in some way modifying, it's changing, it's altering the second noun. And so suye is modifying tomodachi in some way. It's not saying the swimming owns the friend. It's saying that the friend is in some way being modified by swimming. And strangely enough, he's being modified by swimming in that he is jozuna at swimming. He is skilled at swimming. So this is a little bit of a twist in your brain that you have to get used to. It's just, sorry, that's Japanese. Suie no jouzu na tomodachi ni. So, okay. And then we have oyogi kata, the way of swimming. So if we have verbs, if you take the mas form of the verb and cut off the mas, you have what's called the stem. We could also, like, the stem of the verb is basically the drop the mas verb, drop the mas form of the verb. If you drop the mas of a verb mas, you get a stem. Stems of a verb plus kata means the way to do something, how you do something. So oyogi kata is how to swim, basically, how to swim. Okay, so you're going to be this ni particle right here. This, hey, how about we... Yeah, there we go. So that ni particle that I'm trying to highlight a whole bunch, but I'm failing. Just look at where my mouse is circling. You'll see a ni particle there. Woo, 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 woo. Can I just do this? Maybe I can do this. Okay. Nope, I can't just click on that and... Nope. All right. Great. How about we delete all the other stuff? All right, so you see that ni particle right there? This is a giant hint as to what's going to come to 23. I have no idea what word options. I haven't checked this out. I am a lazy bum putting these together. But that ni particle is very important because this is in some way, shape, or form going to be kind of like a verb of giving. So this ni particle is going to be something along the lines of by or from. Okay, so like I got something from my friend, or I was taught by my friend, or something like that. So suiei no jouzu na tomodachi, my friend who is good at swimming, ni, notice it's not a ga particle, it's not a ga particle. Oyogi kata, how to swim, oh, so that's what was being, whatever 23 verb is going to be, that is what is being verbed. So this is most likely, I'm just guessing, I swear I'm just guessing. This is almost, I bet 23 is going to be naraimashita. And it's going to be, I learned how to swim. And then the ni particle will be from my friend who is good at swimming. So let's see what the options for 23 is. 23 we get, okay. So, okay. Oshiete imashita. Oshiete kuremashita. Oshiete agemashita. Oshiete moraemashita. All right. Okay, so I was right in that we have verbs of giving. I was wrong in that this is going to be the te form plus a verb of giving. So that changes things a little bit. It would be easy just to throw a naraimasu there, like I said earlier, because that would just be I learned something. However, these options are better. I mean, let's just be honest. These options are just better. So what we're trying to say is that the friend taught her, but notice that oshieru isn't the final verb. Does that make sense? The final verb isn't oshieru, oshieta, oshiemashita. The final verb is either going to be imashita, kuremashita, agemashita, or moraimashita. Okay, and once again, like I said earlier, that ni particle is super crazy important. It is what defines the correct answer here. So, what is happening? First off, let me just say right here and right now, number one is straight up wrong. I don't know why it highlights two, whatever. Oshite imashita means had been taught. Or it would be had taught. So that doesn't make any sense because it's tomodachi ni oyogi kata o oshiete mashita. The person who's teaching is almost certainly going to be the person who's good at swimming, right? So if somebody had been teaching, the subject would have to be a ga particle or a ga or a wa. This is a ni, so just straight up that's wrong. And there's also no feeling of like did for me. Okay, so straight up wrong. My friend was teaching, had been teaching me. So no. With the ni particle, this is absolutely wrong. Okay. And with the context that she is the one, Meiki-chin is the one learning, so this friend who's good at swimming wouldn't be taught. So with the verb oshieru just by itself, or in this form, without any verb of giving or receiving, without one of these after the te form, this is just straight up a form of oshieru, right? And so the person who is doing the oshieruing gets a ga particle or a wa, and the person who receives the oshieruing gets a ni particle. So the teacher ga oshieru to the students. So teacher ga, students ni oshieru. So that would be what's happening here. That is the opposite of the grammar they've given us. because I learned how to swim from my friend is basically what's going on. Okay, let's talk about this. If you know your verbs of giving really well, you'll notice that one of these stands apart in a dramatic way in this pattern. Okay? So just first off, remember that ni particle. Remember the ni. Okay. Let's talk about which one stands out like a sore thumb, which will end up being the correct answer. Okay? Number 4, I hope, stands out like a sore thumb. If you don't understand why it's standing out as a sore thumb between 2, 3, and 4, you need to double check the meanings of agemasu, kuremasu, and moraimasu. Okay? Sorry if my fingers are getting in the way of the audio. Okay. So oshete imashita doesn't make any sense because the ni particle screws that up completely. And then now we're stuck with verbs of giving and receiving. So we have ageru, kureru, and morau. Okay. The reason why 4 stands out like a sore thumb is because ageru and kureru both mean to give to somebody, whereas moraimasu is to receive from somebody. Okay? So, the subject of the sentence is, so to speak, receiving the teaching. You can translate it that way. So, the subject of the sentence is actually chinmeiki. So, chinmeiki ga suie no jouzu na tomodachi ni. So she, I'm just assuming it's a girl. I don't know if Meiki or Chin is a girl's name. Sorry. I'm just saying it's a girl name. So the girl, Chinmeiki ga, from her friend, tomodachi ni oyogi kata o. So boom. Is if she's the subject and she's learning the oyogi kata and her friend is being mentioned, he's the one that's teaching her. He is giving her the teaching. So we could say tomodachi ga oyogi kata o oshiete agemashita or something like that. However, they have a ni particle. So they are receiving from the tomodachi. Thus, the chinmeiki is receiving the teaching of the oyogi kata from the tomodachi. So moraimasu is oshiete moraimashita is 100% the best translation or the best answer here, because it's not a verb of giving, it's a verb of receiving, and that flips the ga and the ni particle and who does what. So just a reminder with our, because this is tricky, and if you're in the JLPT N4 section, this is difficult. Watashi ga, I don't know, let's say I'm giving it to Jimmy and he's over there. Watashi ga Jimmy ni mizu o ageru. And the exact same thing can be described. Jimmy ga boku ni mizu o morau. Those can be described exactly the same way. If you flip ga and ni, you have to also flip your verbs, or else the giving direction changes. Mi ga him ni ageru. Him ga mi ni morau. Same exact thing is happening. He received from me, I gave to him. Does that make sense? We do the same thing in English. But in English we add from, and in the other, in the giving situation, I gave to him, he received from me. The to and the from are very different. In Japanese, they just use ni. And the ni just, it's ni in the same situation. So you have to really listen to that verb. Okay. Now, let's talk about these verbs of giving. We have oshiete agemashita and oshiete kuremashita. Many people, including me when I was in high school and college, got these confused a little bit. Kuremasu is to give to you, the speaker, to give to the speaker. So, if you are talking, blah, 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 and you say, Evan gave me water, right? Gives me water, gives to me, give to me. That would be kureru. Now, remember, you're not receiving the water. I mean, you are, but that's not what you're saying. You're not saying that you received the water. You're saying that Evan gave you the water. We don't have this verb in English. So you're not saying I got the water from Evan or I received the water from Evan. You're saying Evan gave me the water. Like gave me is a single verb. And that's what kuremasu means. So Evan ga mizu wo kuremashita. You got the verb from the water from me. Whereas ageru would be generally for somebody else. Because if it's give to me, we have a special kureru verb. And this reflects the important nature of in-group and out-group in Japanese. There's if you work at a company, almost everyone, if you're at a company and you're talking to another company, like in a sales meeting, and they give somebody in your company a gift, you could use kureru for that. If they give another company something, that would be ageru. So depending on which degree of your existence, this is like trippy. Are you talking about just you as being a group, your family as being a group, your organization that you might belong to as a group, or your company as a group, or your school as a group, blah 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 blah, or even your country as a group? Depending on which level you're thinking, kureru can be somebody giving to your in-group. Somebody from the out-group giving to your in-group is kureru. Whereas other people giving to other people, other outgroups giving to other outgroups is generally an ageru. Whereas morao is just the opposite of, not the opposite, but like the flip of both of these, because it's a verb of receiving. It's a verb of receiving. Okay. Holy moly, that's a lot of information. Let's keep going. I want to talk about this some more. Oshite morao. Okay, so oshite ageru is to benefit somebody else. The subject gives somebody the verb. So, oshite ageru would be, I benefited somebody else. The subject of the sentence is giving somebody the benefit of oshieru. So, if it weren't oshieru, this would be like, oh, I taught him how to do that. That'd be oshite agemashita. I gave him the benefit of my teaching. Or, something like, I fixed it for him. I benefited him with my fixing. That sort of feeling. Kuremashita is when somebody does that to you. Like, oh, he benefited me he gave me the benefit of his teaching. He helped me with his fixing of whatever it is. Naosu. The temoraimasu is tricky a little bit because oftentimes the speaker is the subject, which makes it sound like you would almost want to use kureru. However, oshite morao is, we can translate this generally as, there's a few ideas on how best to translate this, and depending on the situation, it's different. Oshite morao is, I receive the benefit of somebody else doing, so like, he fixed it for me. But even then, like, I received the benefit of his fixing, right? Or like, I benefited from his teaching. Another way of saying this is like, I had him do something. I will have somebody do something for me. So we could translate this as, so what was the exact sentence? The exact sentence was, Suie no jouzu no tomodachi ni oyogi kata o oshite moraimashita. I had my friend teach me swimming, how to swim. It sounds very natural in English to translate that way, and that is certainly an appropriate way to translate this. I had my friend do this. But you have to be careful with that translation. I just want to put a little quick, right there. Notice how that almost feels like you're ordering them. Like, I had him do that for me. It's a little bit less than that in Japanese. So you have to be aware that this is, I benefited from them doing. More so than it is, I commanded them to do something. Because, like, if you say, I had my friend do that, it's almost like you have the power to make them do something. So there's a little bit of a power feeling going on there. I've been a rambling man this one. The answer's 4. I hope you guys have a happy day. Peace out. And let's sing Vampirina.
We can sing Booty Vampirina.
You want to sing Booty Vampirina? What's that song? We're living the scream.
Whoa, Vampirina. I can make them zoo. Vampirina.
Maybe blue with pointy teeth.
Me blue is pointy teeth.